Hey, everybody. This is JC Dawkins with the May 2020 edition of the Monthly Market Report. In this report, we will discuss the following questions. When is the market going to fully recover? Two, are we likely to have another run into heavy foreclosures affecting property values? Three, what's the forecast for interest rates? Four, what's the biggest threat to the recovery? And five, what do we do now? So let's start with when is the economy going to fully recover? Major financial institutions are calling for a second half recovery. And those institutions include Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and Wells Fargo. According to these experts, they're expecting some economic recovery in the third quarter and more economic recovery in the fourth quarter as more businesses come back online. Now, according to Sam Cater, the chief economist at Freddie Mac, although the uncertainty of the crisis means forecasts of economic activity are more unclear than usual, we expect that most of the economic damage from the virus will be contained to the first half of the year. Going forward, we should see a recovery starting in the second half of 2020. Now, let's discuss the next question. Are we likely to see a run on foreclosures? To answer this, we're going to look at the percentage of equity that folks have in their homes now. According to this chart and John Burns Consulting, 42.1% of the homeowners population actually has 100% equity in their homes. And as you can see, quite substantial percentages have quite a bit of equity in their homes. And 58.7% of all homes in America have at least 60% equity. Now, the importance of this is that we are not likely to run into a heavy foreclosure market again because people who have hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity in their homes are not going to walk away from their houses, right? So now let's consider what's happening with interest rates. As you can see from this chart, mortgage rates are expected to remain at historic lows all the way through 2021. So, what is the biggest threat to our recovery? According to Mark Fleming, who is a chief economist at First American, housing supplies remain at historically low levels. So, house price growth is likely to slow, but it is not going to go negative. What we have is an historically low level of inventory. That means fewer properties are for sale. We still have very strong buyer demand. So experts say that the single most important thing for our neighborhoods, for our regions, for our country's economic well-being is increased housing supply. So what do we do right now? Simply put, we can share this information and information about the economy and real estate market with sellers and buyers so they know how to navigate this market and so that they can achieve their specific plans and goals with their real estate. To help everyone do that, on June 5th, I will be releasing copies of the Buying a Home and Selling a Home. These are seller and buyer guides that really will help folks understand what's going on in the market, how they can best take advantage of any opportunities available, right? And if they have any question, of course they can reach out to me or another real estate professional. So in conclusion, this month's report has covered when is the market going to fully recover? Are we likely to have another run into heavy foreclosure affecting property values? What's the forecast for interest rates? What's the biggest threat to the recovery? And what do we do now? I'd like you to feel free to visit my website to learn more about what's happening in the real estate market. And please let me know if you have any questions or concerns about any of this content by calling or texting me at 860-856-6833. Or you can email me at jc@jcdawkins.com. Now, I'll be back next month with the June report. So stay safe